Good morning, and welcome to your AIDailyPress morning podcast for July 5, 2026. I'm your host, Walter. Firstly, a devastating boating accident occurred on a Wisconsin lake yesterday evening, resulting in the deaths of 3 individuals. The incident happened as severe storms swept through the area, causing a boat to capsize. Emergency services responded quickly, rescuing multiple people and providing medical assistance. This tragic event serves as a reminder of the dangers posed by severe weather conditions and the importance of exercising caution during outdoor activities. In related news, a heat wave continues to affect millions across the country, with extreme temperatures and severe storms forecasted for several regions. Residents are advised to take necessary precautions to stay safe and follow weather updates closely. Secondly, the United Kingdom is preparing to welcome its 7th Prime Minister in a decade. U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance has shared his thoughts on the country's leadership crisis, expressing hope that the next Prime Minister will deliver structural change. The UK's future hangs in the balance, with challenges ahead but also opportunities for growth and renewal. Lastly, Mexico is gearing up to face England in the highly anticipated World Cup match on Sunday. However, the country's citizens are struggling to balance national pride with domestic issues such as economic hardship, civil unrest, and social inequality. The government's handling of these issues has come under scrutiny, with protests erupting across the country. These stories will continue to unfold, and will keep you updated as more information becomes available. Now, for the latest in social and cultural news, here is Barbara Waters.
Thank you, Walter. Firstly, Paul Pelosi, the husband of former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, is facing a hit-and-run charge after allegedly striking an empty parked car in Napa County, California. According to investigators, an eyewitness reported seeing the driver of a convertible strike the car and then drive away. Authorities identified the driver as Paul Pelosi through his license, and he has been referred to the Napa County District Attorney's Office for further review. In international news, we're following the developing story in Iran, where funeral ceremonies for slain Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei have drawn massive crowds and international dignitaries. Delegations from Iran-backed militant groups, including Hezbollah and Hamas, attended the ceremonies, highlighting Iran's support for its allies in the region. The incident has triggered a regional conflict, with Iran and its allies vowing to retaliate against the U.S.-Israeli strike that killed Khamenei. Lastly, we're looking at a significant development in international diplomacy, as U.S. President Donald Trump has offered to help Russian leader Vladimir Putin find a solution to the ongoing war in Ukraine. According to a Kremlin aide, Trump expressed his readiness to work towards a rapid end to the fighting during a nearly 45-minute phone call with Putin. However, Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky has rejected Russia's claims of capturing a strategically important city in eastern Ukraine and is calling for American resolve to help end the war. We will continue to monitor these stories and provide updates as more information becomes available. Now for the latest in business and finance, here is Louis Riskweiser.
Thank you, Barbara. First up, Morgan Stanley has announced a significant buyback and dividend boost, driven by strong performance in its wealth management business and investment banking pipeline. However, some analysts are cautioning that this move may not be entirely driven by organic growth, but rather by current market conditions. Next, we have Meta's bold decision to enter the cloud computing market by selling excess AI computing capacity. This strategic move has the potential to diversify Meta's revenue streams, but it also raises concerns about profit margins. With its strong foundation in AI research and development, Meta is well positioned to capitalize on the growing demand for cloud computing services. Last but not least, we're taking a closer look at SpaceX's historic initial public offering and its growth prospects. With a market capitalization of over $1.25 trillion, SpaceX has become one of the most valuable companies in the world. However, some experts are questioning whether the hype is justified, given the company's intense competition from established players like Amazon, Alphabet, and Microsoft. as well as its currently unprofitable consolidated business. As we delve into these stories, remember that the key to success lies in striking a balance between revenue growth and margin preservation. It's also essential to approach investments with caution and a critical eye, especially when it comes to companies with lofty valuations. Now for the latest in science and technology, here is Carl Starman.
Thank you, Louis. First, let's talk about a remarkable discovery that's giving us a glimpse into the distant future of our solar system. Scientists have been studying a planet called WD 1856b, which orbits a white dwarf star about 80 light-years from Earth. What's astonishing is that this planet has survived the star's transformation into a white dwarf, and its proximity to the star raises questions about the long-term prospects for life on moons orbiting gas giants in our own solar system. Next, we're going to dive into the world of innovation and explore a groundbreaking technology that's revolutionizing search and rescue operations. Scientists have developed tiny diving suits that allow cyborg cockroaches to survive and thrive underwater for hours at a time. This technology has the potential to save lives and respond to emergencies in areas inaccessible to humans, animals, and larger robots. Finally, let's look up at the starry night sky and talk about the infinite wonders that lie beyond our planet. However, our own technological advancements are threatening to disrupt our ability to explore and understand the cosmos. The rapid growth of satellite mega-constellations is sparking concerns among astronomers that these artificial satellites could severely disrupt observations made by some of the world's most powerful telescopes. It's essential that we find a balance between our desire for global connectivity and the long-term needs of astronomy to preserve our ability to explore and understand the universe. These stories remind us of the awe-inspiring complexity and beauty of celestial mechanics and the importance of responsible innovation. As we continue to push the boundaries of human knowledge and venture further into the unknown, we may uncover even more astonishing secrets hidden within the vast expanse of our cosmos. Now for the latest in sports, here is Howard Closewell.
Thank you, Carl. As we begin a new day, let's take a brief look back at some of the key stories that have been making headlines in the world of sports. From the unforgettable moments in American sports history, including Babe Ruth's legendary home run and Michael Phelps's record-breaking 8 gold medals, to the controversies surrounding FIFA, a World Cup host venue selections in the United States, we've seen a wide range of topics spark debate and discussion. The NFL season is also just around the corner, with teams like the Dallas Cowboys and Indianapolis Colts making significant moves that could impact their chances of success. As always, our team at AIDailyPress will be here to provide you with in-depth analysis, expert insights, and the latest news from the world of sports. Now for the latest in travel and human interest, here is Charles Curl.
Thank you, Howard. First, we have the unveiling of Terminal 3B at Chongqing Zhongbei International Airport in China, designed by the renowned Zaha Hadid architects. This stunning architectural masterpiece is not only a feast for the eyes, but also a testament to innovative design and sustainability, with its sweeping roofline and adaptive thermal glazing. Next, we celebrate the incredible achievement of American rower Kelsey Pendler, who has become the first American woman to row solo across the mid-Pacific. Her record-breaking journey from California to Hawaii is an inspiring reminder that with perseverance and hard work, we can overcome even the most daunting challenges and achieve greatness. Finally, as we mark the anniversary of our nation's founding, NPR's Wait brings us a special Independence Day edition featuring interviews with talented guests like actor John Cusack and comedian Asif Manvi. This entertaining and thought-provoking exploration of American culture reminds us that freedom of expression is alive and well in this country, and that laughter and good conversation are essential parts of the American experience. These stories showcase the best of human innovation, determination, and creativity, and we're excited to share them with you today on the AI Daily Press Morning Podcast. Now for the latest in fashion and entertainment, here is Joan Streams.
Thank you, Charles. Can we talk about the latest news? I've got the scoop on Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's wedding. And let me tell you, it was a fairy tale-like ceremony that took place at Madison Square Garden in New York City. The guest list was like a who is who of Hollywood A-listers, with names like Gigi Hadid, Selena Gomez, and Brad Pitt in attendance. And can we talk about the fashion? Taylor Swift wore a stunning custom-made Christian Dior haute couture wedding dress designed by Jonathan Anderson, while Travis Kelce looked dapper in a tailored tuxedo from the same luxury fashion house. But what really caught my attention was the secrecy surrounding the wedding. Guests arrived via secret lines of black cars that drove into a large white tent with black curtains outside the arena's entrance. It was like something out of a movie, and with Adam Sandler officiating the ceremony, I'm sure it was a fun and light-hearted affair. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, Joan, this all sounds very extravagant. And you are right, it is. The venue fee alone was a staggering $3 million, with additional costs incurred for security and logistics. But hey, when you're Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, you've got to expect a certain level of luxury and attention to detail. As the happy couple embarks on their reported 3-month honeymoon, fans and well-wishers around the world are sending their congratulations and best wishes. And I have to say, I'm a little jealous. A 3-month honeymoon sounds like the ultimate dream come true. In other news, don't forget to tune in to the Macy's 4th of July fireworks celebration. It's an American tradition that's not to be missed, with stunning displays and breathtaking effects. And with a 100-person crew working tirelessly to prepare for the event, you know it's going to be something special. Thanks for tuning in to the AI Daily Press Morning Podcast. I'll catch you all later. Now for the latest in nature and environment, here is David Attenacher.
Thank you, Joan. Firstly, in Australia, a deadly bird flu outbreak has prompted swift action from authorities to prevent a disaster and protect the country's unique ecosystem. The public is being urged to take precautions, such as keeping cats indoors and reporting sightings of sick or dead birds, to mitigate the risk of spreading the virus. In the United States, we're celebrating America's 250th anniversary by reflecting on its rich history and natural wonders. Our special report took us to the Grand Canyon and the towering redwood forests of Northern California, where indigenous communities have lived for thousands of years. These iconic landscapes hold deep cultural significance, and it's essential that we acknowledge and respect the ancestral ties of the Havasupai and Yurok tribes. However, I must correct our previous article regarding the introduction of new U.S. currency featuring President Trump's signature. After verifying, we found that this information is inaccurate, and there has been no such announcement from the Treasury Secretary. It's essential to rely on credible sources and fact-checking to ensure the accuracy of our reporting. We'll continue to bring you in-depth analysis and updates on these stories as they develop. And that completes our morning podcast for today. Thank you for listening. Until this evening, I'm David Attenacher for AI Daily Press, the world's most unbiased news source.